of satisfaction and achievement, many people try to escape or actively avoid a problematic situation. Most of my top idols have been people who have worked on and solved bigger problems. Some still love solving problems for meaningful and positive reasons. My list is endless, but includes Albert Einstein, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Mother Teresa, and many, many more. Here are 10 tips to help you improve your problem-solving skills. Understand the right problem. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I'd spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. Albert Einstein. I know it sounds very simple and philosophical, but believe me, many problems remain unsolved because there has not been a focused effort to really understand the problem itself. I still remember solving maths problem when I was young, and every time I couldn't solve a problem, I would go and read the question again and again, at least 3 or 4 times. I used to feel frustrated, but invariably, half of the time, reading the question properly would lead me to the conclusion that I had actually been trying to solve the wrong problem. The minute you identify the correct intent of the problem, the right solution will follow. So ask yourself the fundamental question about the problem and spend some time understanding the real problem with your team in order to solve it. Get out of the I know everything mentality. Try and understand the fundamentals of the process pertaining to the problem area. Confirm how it works or exists in its very basic and current form. Get out of the mindset that you know everything, because if you did, you would know the problem area, cause, and its solution as well. Understand the nuances of the techniques which exist in the process. Ask all the basic questions to really understand the problem and note significant points of the process, which would then bring immense clarity to the part of the problem you are attempting to solve. Work out your brain with logic puzzles or games. The winning strategy when playing chess, Sudoku, a Rubik's Cube, or other brain-boosting games is actually to work the problem backward, not forward. The same strategy can apply to realistic strategic thinking situations. To build up your brain muscle and start thinking differently, practice some logic puzzles and other games. More than any other sleeping or awake state, rapid eye movement, REM sleep, directly enhances creative processing in the brain. REM sleep helps stimulate associative networks, allowing the brain to make new and useful associations between unrelated ideas and are not due to selective memory enhancement such as memory consolidation, which occurs when awake. Use mind maps to help visualize the problem. Mind maps, a visual snapshot of a problem and its possible solutions, can help focus the mind, stimulate the brain, increase the capacity for creative thinking, and generate more ideas for solutions. Make a mind map by drawing your problem as the central idea. Add main branches consisting of all the reasons for the problem. Use sub-branches to explore further details. Next, make a separate mind map of all possible solutions to the central problem. Add main branches showing all the ways that your problem can be solved, such as colleagues that can help, techniques you can apply, and other resources you can use. Add sub-branches to further explore the details. Make a final branch with the most suitable solution for the main problem. Use sub-branches for details. Through this exercise, you should be able to see which branch or option is the most practical, time-saving, and cost-effective problem-solving method. Use language that creates possibility. Lead your thinking with phrases like "what if" and "imagine if." These terms open up our brains to think creatively and encourage solutions. Avoid closed negative language such as "I don't think" or "this is not right, but," and things like that. Think laterally. We can get stuck in a rut when we keep using the same approach to solving a problem even when it hasn't worked before. For example, many of us have tried to set a fitness schedule but never been able to keep it. However, when you think laterally, you open up your mind to different possible solutions, and this helps you have more creative ideas. Try to think of the opposite of your normal solution. For example, if you always plan to go to the gym 3 times a week but never make it, perhaps try the opposite, such as have the gym come to you, maybe in the form of a personal trainer or even a YouTube video. Or instead of going to the gym, go somewhere different like the park, boating lake, or beach. Examine possible solutions. Finding possible solutions is a very tricky step in the problem-solving process, as on the surface it looks like most of the work is already done and the ultimate goal is close. In reality, employees or managers should not just look for simplistic ways to address the elements of the problem. They should find the most effective ways and turn them into an opportunity to make a strong success story. Steve Jobs often liked to suggest that when his team was confronted with a problem, they had to search for an elegant, really beautiful solution that works. Here, managers or employees also have to remember that there are risks and factors that are not easy to foresee, but possible to try to predict. In order to become more effective, teams need to master creative approaches to searching for solutions, with the aid of techniques such as problem-solving trees. For every branch, for example, a problem element, teams have to develop several leaves, possible solutions. An important part of this step of the problem-solving process is to create logical links between different potential solutions, thus reinforcing solutions and creating synergies. Act on resolving the problem. Developing a step-by-step execution plan and acting effectively and decisively is the final touch in the problem-solving process. This is also an important skill, as it doesn't matter how effectively teams identify the problem, define its elements, and examine possible solutions. Everything still boils down to the ability to perform concrete steps to execute the action plan. Within this problem-solving formula, teams should also master skills such as monitoring and evaluating the entire action implementation process, and if it is a group undertaking, learn how to delegate certain parts of the work to each other or to external stakeholders. Accept the reality. Problem solving can be a messy business. Many problems cannot be solved quickly and simply, if at all. This may create stress, a feeling of inefficiency, and a corrosive atmosphere that undermines collaboration. But we do not have superhuman powers, and it is important to accept that certain problems cannot be solved.